Today I have two very special cars just next to each other. So this is the McLaren Elva, the one in black, and this is the Ferrari Monza SP2 in red. Both of these cars don't have windscreens or roofs, and they're very clever in the way they manipulate air and protect the driver from the oncoming air. They don't use any mechanisms, it's all just basic aerodynamics. So let's have a look at the beautiful red Monza first. So this is one of the most beautifully designed cars ever made. This is going to be a classic, honestly. So it's very sleek, very smooth body, without any aggression, without any lines that interfere with the aerodynamics. It's very smooth. Now coming here, you have vents that let the air out from the engine bay. You can see it's all carbon fiber. Simple, elegant design throughout the body. Now this is a very special tunnel here, so air goes in through here and comes out through here at a very high pressure. Now what happens is that high pressure air is basically pushed above the cabin, so the driver doesn't really feel air on his face directly when you're driving at normal speeds. But for higher speeds, of course, you need a helmet and goggles, and that of course all comes with the car. That's all handmade and hand-stitched leather. It's beautiful material, of course. In fact, you get the whole racing suit and gloves and everything. So you have a very open interior. You have an arm going through the center there. That's of course again for more aerodynamic. The controls and the buttons and knobs and all are a little different here. I think they're more rugged, more durable to protect from the elements. The passenger gets a very small windscreen, and that's it. Now the McLaren Elva is a little different. You see, it has a very large air intake in the front. It has a sharper nose actually, so it looks even sleeker. You can see the front air splitter is all carbon fiber, so a lot of the air that goes in through the front comes out through here, and as you can see, it's kind of facing the front, so the air that comes out is basically crashing with the oncoming air, and of course that creates an air curtain for the driver and the passenger. So it's a little more generous in terms of aerodynamics. As you can see, there's air intakes here in the door that pushes the air directly into the engine bay. You have more air intakes on the side just next to the seats. Now the console around basically the instrument panel around the steering wheel, that is also very sleek and designed to channel air away from the driver. Interior is again very minimalistic. You get the same steering wheel, computer screen, gear buttons on the center console, just like in the regular McLaren. And there's a lot of carbon fiber, leather, and you can see there's the engine start-up button, and then you have switches for the drive, neutral and reverse gears. So what is the purpose of these crazy cars? So these cars are there to provide you with a very unique driving experience, because without a windscreen or without a roof, you have very less drag. That's why these cars are very sleek, and they have a very lower center of gravity. They have very low levels of drag, and that gives you almost a four-wheel motorcycle kind of an experience. You have more vents here. Of course, some of the grill part are there to let the hot air out. The other hollow vents are there to channel air into the engine bay, and you can see the horizontal tail lights. The exhaust pipes are of two types, and then you have the diffuser here. You can see it's all very aerodynamic. So the Elva has two types of exhaust pipes, up there and down there, just next to the Elva logo, just underneath the spoiler wing. So this car actually has an adjustable spoiler wing, unlike the Monza. So that's how they differ. So the Monza is aerodynamics are a little more driver oriented. The Elvas are designed for accommodating both the passenger and the driver. Now the design of the Monza doesn't end here, so you have a very thin strip between the upper and lower body panels. That's where the taillights are. You get very curved and beautifully elegant diffuser and exhaust pipes. It's beautiful. It's absolutely insane. And then I love the line that goes around the cabin and forms joins at the back, forming the taillight. That all is a beautiful and very elegant design. This is one of the most beautiful cars ever made. So what about the engines? So the Elva has a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine, makes around 815 horsepower. The Monza has around 6.5 liter V12 that makes 810 horsepower. So power wise they're all the same. Now the Elva has an additional air shield now that can pop up and deflect the air around the cabin to make the aerodynamics even more better for the passenger and the driver. Nothing like that exists for the Monza. It's all, you get what you see. There's no hidden panels. Now one of the problems with the Monza is how short the door is. So when you're sitting inside, you're basically inside the tub of the car. There's a lot of space here that is where you get into the car. So when you have to come out, you basically have to sit on the side, then you can get out. So because the wall of the body is so tall. The cabin of the McLaren Elva is a little different. The door is honestly just significantly, not insignificantly, a little higher, taller. So getting into the Elva and getting out of the Elva is a lot easier in comparison. Now I'm here at VIP Motors and they have an extraordinary collection of hypercars. So you can see a Bugatti D1, the grey one in the back. You have two LaFerrari Apertas behind it. You have a whole row of Ferraris there. You have a Senna just behind the Elva. You have an SVJ just behind these two cars. So yeah, do check out the videos of all of these cars on my channel. You can check out individual videos of the Monza and the Elva. I've been inside. We can show you the interior as well. So do have a look at my channel for those videos as well.